Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is so unbelievable, and it's about time. um, 238 members of the Tren de Aragua group, extremist group, crazy people. They were rounded up and they were sent away to a prison in El Salvador. How Trump was able to circumvent the order, it was a judge's order not to deport them. I, he is the man. No kidding. It happened, and 238 of them were sent to um, it's okay. You know who the president is, okay? I think I'm saying his last name correctly, Bukele. It's a terrorism confinement center in El Salvador, and I am like, when I heard about this, I'm like, about damn time. It was one of those. So, you know, the videos that I'm showing you right now, if it doesn't strike fear into the hearts of the cartels and these bad guys, I don't know what will. I mean, he is literally deporting like the MS-13 leaders, the Tren de Aragua cartel members. It's one of the most brutal prison systems in the world. Trump is not playing games, man. And this administration has transferred hundreds of the migrants to El Salvador, even as a federal judge. Okay. This guy, now he was appointed by 44. Okay. And this guy issued an order to bar the deportations under the 18th century wartime declaration targeting the Venezuela members, the group members. And I was like, so you want these dangerous people to stay here in this country temporarily or not? You want them here? Do you not realize what they're capable of? But flights were in the air during the time of the ruling. So, sorry, dude, But the U.S. District Judge, his name is James E. Boasberg, he issued an order on Saturday temporarily blocking the deportation. Sorry, dude, you're too late. But lawyers told him they were already two planes in the air with and then he said one was headed to El Salvador, the other one was going to Honduras, and then the judge verbally ordered the planes to be turned around. Who do you think you are? I mean, you can't just order you can't go up against what the president says, man. Okay? You I'm sorry to laugh, but still, it's like, what do you think? What do you think you're doing? And but they apparently were not, and he did not include the directive in his written order. So the administration, they did not refuse to comply, okay, with a court order. The order, which had no lawful basis, okay, that's first and foremost. It was issued after the TDA, okay, the Tren de Aragua group members, had already been removed from U.S. territory. So that judge's ruling, it doesn't even apply anymore because they're no longer in U.S. territory, okay? And then the Salvadorian president, okay, he agreed to house about 300 of these guys, of these members, for a year at the cost of $6 billion in his country's prisons. And I tell you this, you're gonna be like, oh my God, that's so funny. He wrote on the social media website, X, Twitter, whatever. above the article about what Boasberg, the judge's ruling said, and he goes like, "Oopsie, too late." That's what he said. I was like, he's a wise ass. I so totally loved it, and I'm like, oh my god, I could so totally see myself being friends with this guy because that's exactly what I would say. But I would say like, oopsie poopsie, too late. But anyway, yeah, I just thought you guys would like to know about this because guys, it's about time we get these dangerous people off our streets, out of our neighborhoods, out of our states, you know, um, because I'm going to go right back to what I have spoken about before. Say her name, Lake and Riley, okay? That poor girl, she fought for 18 minutes. 18 minutes. She lost her life. And for what? Because mm, I can't even call him a person, okay, decided to prey upon her, stalked her, set his eyes upon her. And did what he did. And we could only hope and pray that these people are never allowed back in our country ever again. We need to be safe. And I'm not trying to say this to sound like I'm, racist or anything like that. No. I want to be safe in my own country. I want to be able to walk down the street and not have to constantly look over my shoulder. I want to be able to take one of my dogs for a walk. I want my grandchildren to be able to play out in the front yard. And, that's how I think. Now, I know that there's bad people in every country, in all walks of life. But if we can try to eliminate the ones that we know about and send them back to where they came from, but no harm done, right? I'm just speaking from a mom's perspective, a grandmom's perspective, an aunt's perspective. I don't think there's any problem with that. Okay, I'm out of here. I will see you guys in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep breathing. And as always, fear less. Yes? Ciao.